Let's be real, everyone has dreamt about being famous at one point or another, and you've probably also wondered how the heck did some of these celebrities get famous anyway? There wasn't always YouTube and the internet to catapult people to superstardom. In the good old days, many celebs got famous by accident or simply walking down the street. We're gonna break down 9 celebs who got discovered in weird ways right here on Listed. Let's start with an actor who got discovered the good old-fashioned way, as a waiter. The lovable Chris Pratt got discovered while waiting tables at Bubba Gump Shrimp Co. in Maui, Hawaii, where he caught the eye of a director whom was probably on a Hawaiian vacation. The director cast him in a horror flick called Cursed Part 3, and the rest is history.
Oh God, Chris, I can't stop it.
Okay.
As you know, following Chris's big break were major roles on Everwood, Parks and Rec, Jurassic World, Guardians of the Galaxy, etc., etc., etc. Our girl Jennifer Lawrence was also approached in public, but after leaving an audition in NYC while on vacation with her mom. She was spotted by a talent scout in the middle of an H&M photo shoot and asked to take a picture of Jen. Not creepy at all. She was 14. Shortly after, Jen began booking modeling jobs and receiving calls from agencies for acting auditions, which led to her breakout role in Winter's Bone, for which she received an Oscar nomination. Not bad. And no idea where that talent scout is now, but that person is definitely using the clap hand emoji a lot. I know it. Ashton Kutcher has a lot in common with J-Law that he probably doesn't even realize. A talent scout approached him at a bar while he was studying at the University of Iowa, and he went on to sign a modeling contract after winning the Fresh Faces of Iowa contest in 1997. What did Ashton do next? He dropped out of college, but wasn't a terrible decision considering he went on to model for Abercrombie & Fitch. So did J-Law, Calvin Klein, and more, which eventually led him to LA to pursue acting. Okay, now for something a whole lot weirder. Charlize Theron. The beauty tried her hand at dancing and modeling, but wasn't working out so well. At 19, she walked into a Los Angeles bank trying to cash a check from her mom to help pay her rent. Well, Charlize's mom lived in South Africa, so the bank refused to honor her check, so she threw a fit. And it was the best thing Charlize ever did. The meltdown caught the attention of a Hollywood agent who was in line behind her and helped her land her first acting role. You know what, I can't help but think about all these accidentally famous people. Ugh, lucky? Channing Tatum is also on the lucky list. One post-high school day, while working as a stripper in Miami, he was walking down the street, as one does. A talent agent spotted him, and then he booked modeling gigs for Armani and Gap. No, not hard to see why. Channing got his video break when he was cast as a dancer in Ricky Martin's She Bangs music video and went on to star in a ton of commercials and eventually the Step Up movie. Speaking of someone that's banging, Pamela Anderson was attending a Canadian football game when a shot of her wearing a Labatt's beer shirt went up on the Jumbotron. Naturally, the stadium went wild, and she was invited down to the field to receive an ovation. Pamela's photographer boyfriend of the time made a faux beer poster of her that earned her local fame, and shortly after, Labatt's beer brand hired her as a spokesmodel, and she became a Blue Zone girl. Within months, Pam was on the cover of Playboy magazine. A celeb discovered on the way to a sporting event was Will Smith. He had already dabbled in music at this point, but one day he ran into famous producer and manager Benny Medina in a parking lot to ask him for directions. Remember, they didn't have Waze back in the 90s. Benny knew who Will was, and he realized he would be perfect for the lead in a new TV series based on Benny's real life called Now, from Bel Air to the Slammer, actor Danny Trejo had been in and out of jail since he was 10 years old, and after completing a 5-year jail sentence, changed his ways and became a youth drug counselor. One young drug addict asked Trejo to visit a movie set with him, where Trejo was asked to be an extra and appear as a prison inmate. Fitting. Boom, an actor was born. For our last accidental famous person on the list, we can attribute boredom to their success. Johnny Depp was bored one day, so he went with his friend Jackie Earle Haley to an audition for a horror movie, Nightmare on Elm Street. The director saw Johnny in the background and asked if he'd read for the role of the protagonist's boyfriend. guess what? He got the part.
Questions? Yeah!
So guys, which of these 9 celebrity origin stories surprised you the most? Tell me down below, and hit that subscribe button for more Clevver in your life. Be sure to check out this video with celebs caught flirting on social media as well. I'm your host, Misty Kingma. I'll catch you later.